அது மட்டும் 4 ப்ராஜெக்ட் இருக்காரு. We can keep our speakers smooth. Mic on.
Our team will start at 5.
Good evening, Ajay. Balaji here.
Record this session.
Good evening, Ajay.
Hello Ajay ji. Good evening Ajay ji. Sandeep Wankhede here.
Hey Sandeep.
Good evening, Ajay. Balaji here.
Aisha, can you start the recording, please?
Started, sir.
Aisha, can you just check the numbers?
77 participants, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think, can you check the number, how many people have joined?
78 participants, sir. People
Okay.
are joining, sir. Now increased to 81.
Another minute. And my request would be if all could mute. Yeah, I think whoever is joining can mute, please. Ashal, let me know when I can start.
Sir, 110 we have reached, sir. So we will start, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, all. And, hello. So we are thrilled.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all of you.
I'm just feeling echo. Let me try. Can you hear me okay, everyone?
Yes.
Sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry for that glitch. So good evening, all. So we are thrilled to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you as we kick off TIFAN2024, a momentous occasion that promises to be nothing short of extraordinary. Today, we gather not only as individuals but as an innovative engineering community driven by a shared passion, purpose, curiosity. This event serves as a testament to our collective dedication to support Indian farmers and could it be more delightful to have you join us on this remarkable journey. As you stand at the threshold of next 90 minutes, we are reminded of an incredible potential that lies within us when we come together. Whether you are a seasoned expert in your field or a newcomer seeking inspirations, your presence hints here today enriches that tempest of this event and reinforce its significance. Throughout SA 20, TIFON 24, you can anticipate a captivating lineup of workshops, activities, interactions, and engaging discussions with industry thought leaders and ample opportunities to network and forge meaningful connections. We have worked tirelessly to curate an experience that will leave you inspired, informed, and encouraged. This event wouldn't be possible without the dedication of our organizing team, the unwavering support of our sponsors, and most importantly, all of you who have chosen to be part of this incredible gathering. As we embark on this journey together, let's seize every moment, soak in every insight, and forge bonds that will last far beyond March 2024. We encourage you to be actively participate and ask questions and share your thoughts. Your contribution is what will make this event truly memorable. So without further ado, let me curtain raise our SI24 Tifan. We hope you enjoy every moment, learn abundantly, and leave with a renewed sense of purpose and enthusiasm. Thank you for being part of this grand opening. Here I open the phenomenal Tifan event. So first, I would like to thank and welcome our sponsors, starting from John Deere is a platinum sponsor, Altair and MathWorks are our technology sponsors, and our support sponsors is Asia. So team, this will be today's agenda. We're talking about the overall organizing committee, who is working on which area, the overall status of the team, the future connects, which will help you in the overall journey for next 1 year. Talk about real rule books. We talk about the overall flow of the TIFAN event. We also kept a students corner, which will actually provide you a one-stop solution for all your questions or your data management. Then what all complete benefits which will be provided during this complete event. Then definitely there will be a know you mentor session and some do's and don'ts, and definitely Q&A. On this point, I really want to request whatever question you have, please put it into chat box for now till we are presenting, and definitely we have kept separate 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be taking the live questions too, and then the last there'll be SAE membership team which will talk about overall benefits and opportunity. Become a SAE member. So I just want to introduce our team, starting from Abhilash, who is leading the communication. Swaptil, who is leading the overall sponsorship and company support. Amir, who is leading the rule book. Then Sandeep, Arun Subramaniam, I think you'll be talking to him and his team a lot. He is leading the mentor and mentee connections. Sheetal is taking care of the college connect. Then we have Praveen from rule book side. Dharminder, rule book and tech lead. Ken Balaji sir, he's taking care of the southern section as leader. Sayali, Rajban, Mayuri, Anand, Sushant, Shivani, Kripali, Satish, Krishna, Vineet, and Yuti. These are our team, organizing team, who is leading this effort and will be working day in, day out for you to be more successful to take this forward.
Good evening, everyone. Abhilash this side, I'm the communication lead. So over the last 2 months, all our volunteers have worked tirelessly to conduct the seminars and webinars and reach out to as many colleges as possible. With the result of that, we could conduct 20 plus seminars, 20 plus webinars. We could reach out to 100 plus colleges, and we have interacted over 1,500 students in the last 2 months. So these are some of the glimpses of the tireless work that the volunteers have done, and reaching out to colleges and students, sharing the benefits of participating in the event. So a few more glimpses, some of the recognition to the volunteers by college faculty members and students. So with that effort, today we have reached a great milestone with 66 colleges participating in this event who have completed their pre-registration. Of course, the registration process is going on. We have 48 new colleges who are participating in TIFAN for the first time. There are 3 colleges where 100% of the participating students are girls, and there are many more colleges where more than 50% of students are girls. We have participation from 10 different states, as you can see on the map, covering north to south, east to west. So definitely this is one of the largest event across pan India, giving an great opportunity to connect, network, and get mentored from each other as well as industry professionals. Before we proceed, I think the very important aspect is communication, as all of you will be working together with mentors and the core team over the next 7 months. So for communication, we have formed a WhatsApp communication group. You can right now you can scan the group code on your screen, or I have already pasted the group link on the chat box. You can join that. Many of you have already joined, and I welcome all of them to the group. You can use the WhatsApp communication group for quick chats and answering any questions. Most of your queries will be answered very fast. Make sure that you are responsible for checking any update in the WhatsApp group as well as over your emails. Any email correspondence you want to send, please use the TIFAN official email address, which is tifan@saeindia.org. While sending any individual email, make sure you mention your team's name and college so that we can understand from whom the queries have been received. If you have registered and your email address and mobile numbers are not correct, please send your details to again tifan@saeindia.org to be corrected, because your email address and mobile numbers will be the only way of communicating with you for any proceedings going forward. Okay.
Hello everyone, the remainder of the side.
We can hear you.
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's carry on. So the remainder of the side, let me take you to the quick and few of the important points from the rule book which we have listed down here. As you can see, we have cut down to important content only, so I just want you guys to be very attentive. So this year, everyone is aware that the theme is autonomous multi-vegetable transplanter. So by automated means there should not be any self-propulsion mechanism included in the transplanter. It should be driven or pulled by the tractor only. So the count of the team will be from 15 to 25. So minimum 15 members should be there in the teams and maximum 25. And our suggestion is that the team members should be from the different engineering domain just to make your implement a successful machine or a good one to be able to transplant these saplings properly. Then apart from the students, definitely we do need one faculty advisor which will be guiding you and helping you through all the college formalities which needs to be done before the event. And we are suggesting that if there is any member in your team who is from the farming background or a farmer itself who can support you for the further physical testing and also helps you in understanding the vegetable agronomy. So for the team, we have mentioned all this point in the rule book also, but we would just like you to take care of this important point. And the basic consideration and the design, which we have already explained, that it should be able to perform all this 5 basic functions without any manual intervention, starting from picking up the sapling till putting it into the earth and cover the soil. So you can see the 5 major function which needs to be performed. Then apart from this, there are certain specifications of the implement which we have mentioned in the rule book. This is the image which you can see, like we'll be expecting 2-row multi-vegetable transplanter with this specification of the plants which need to be sown will be is given in the rule book and here in the image also. Going to the next slide. So there are a few more. There are a few more important points which we would like you to know. So we'll be providing you the tractors on site during the physical evaluation. and your implement should be compatible with both types of tractor, that is Cat 1 and Cat 2 hitch category. And the specification of this hitch category is mentioned in the ISO, which is also mentioned in the rule book. So do take care of that before starting of the design. Then you can use a separate battery for running any electrical instrument at your in your implement. If you have any devices like the robotic arm or any servo motor or any other mechanism which needs electrical energy. And the specification of this battery is also mentioned in the rule book. Then, as I already mentioned, that to promote automation and mechanization and also the digitalization, your team should be composed of multidisciplinary engineering backgrounds, uh, which is the same thing which we have written over here. Then also there's one important point from the structural design point of view that at least 2 mm thick material should be used, like whether it is a sheet metal or a pipe or any other metal if you are using. And also with this 2 mm, it should have minimum 200 Newton meter of bending stiffness. Then the one more with from safety point of view, all the rotating parts in your implement which is directly or indirectly exposed to the human, it should be covered properly. And last not the least, the rule book which you have downloaded and go through it, we will be updating the version 2 of that rule book by 29th of September, in which you will see some of the changes from dynamic round point of view. So thank you. That's it from my side.
Okay, so after going through the key points of rulebook, I'll take you over to the different phases that we have in TIFAN2024. So currently we are in phase 0, which is a team registration. So as Abhilash mentioned at the start, we have 66 registration from Pan India covering 10 states. And TIFAN, in an earlier side, you have seen multiple pictures of different webinars or OC visits to spread the awareness, and that's the outcome that we have Pan India reach to this TIFAN2024 event. We are already in the welcome session. So again, I welcome you all to TIFAN2024. After this session, we'll be allotting a team mentors to you. And once that is done, so we are done with the phase 0 registration, and then you will directly move to your design preparation phase. So for design preparation phase, we'll be giving you a 3-month time frame to prepare your design and present your design into our virtual design presentation. So in design preparation phase, there are some key points that you need to, I would like to highlight, or a team needs to focus more. So first of all, you need to have a complete understanding about your rule book. You need to start working with your team formation, assigning different roles and responsibility within your team, and then you start having a mentor interaction to solve your doubts. And if in case if you have any kind of queries that need to be solved, mentor will be the bridge between the team and the OC. Along with that, we'll be conducting multiple seminars, maybe starting from next week, and those seminars will be on based on like structural design, structural analysis. We have different sponsors, Triz, Mathwork. So they will be conducting different kind of seminars for you, so that you will get more in-depth knowledge about the design, and you can utilize those knowledge into your implement design. You will utilize those design in designing your subsystem or different subsystem that you have in your implement. So you'll work on your virtual design, you work on your validation. Team also has to work on their cost aspect, DVP, DFMEA. So we'll be having more design awareness sessions to talk about DVP, what DFMEA is, and how does that should be part of your design process. The phase 1, which would be in January 2024, the start of January 2024, where team has to come up with a complete design presentation. So OC will be sharing a template on our student corner webpage that I'll be covering in next slide. So you utilize that template to fill out your subsystem design specifications, different kind of cost, DVP, DFMEA, your team structures. So all those things needs to be included in the presentation, and you will be sharing those presentation with jury in the month of January, and based on that, based on how you presented, what kind of different content that you have, how uh, confident you are with the design, how you can convey that you are good to meet with our phase 2 requirements. So again, a prelim round will be a qualifying round. So on the base of your presentation, you will be moving to phase 2, and that will start your design fabrication phase. So we'll be announcing after prelim round, we'll be announcing our shortlisted team on our student corner. So once you have a go ahead from a TIFAN OC that you are qualified for phase 2, you start working on your material procurement, you start working, understanding about their market study, you try to understand about different parts where you want to procure, and you start working on your cost management as well as you have a fixed budget. You start working on your prototype testing and then tuning, field test, all those things will be done. There'll be multiple sessions that will be, or multiple presentation that you have to uh, prepare. One is on college level technical inspection, which will mostly focus on how compliant you are with the rule book, and there'll be a sales and marketing presentation as well before you visit our physical round. Physical round, we are planning, current plan is on May to June 2024. So as the physical round approaches and you're done with your implement, you start transporting your vehicles to our venue site. At venue site, there'll be a different kind of evaluation will be done. One would be a technical evaluation at event site for rule book compliance. There'll be different kind of design, innovation, and cost presentation will be conducted, and the team will get score around that. And the last will be a dynamic performance evaluation at event site, where the complete implement working principle will be judged on field. Uh, just like to highlight one point here. The dates that is mentioned on the top of the slides, those are tentative date. If there is some change in dates, that will be directly communicated to team, as well as those will be shared on our student corner page on our Saeindia TIFAN. Moving on, so there's a new tab that has been introduced on our TIFAN page. That's a student corner. So I would request everyone to visit the student corner. The student corner will be helpful because we will be sharing most of our templates, and announcement will be done over there. So when I mentioned the templates, qualifying round presentation, technical evaluation sheets, sales marketing presentation, cost presentation. So we'll be needing all those templates to compete into different phases of this event. And then announcement side, the teams will be qualifying for phase 2. We'll be announcing all those all those lists at student corner, and also if there's a change in event timeline, those announcements will be done on student corner. Just a highlight point at the bottom. By end of next week, we'll be start sharing or uploading the qualifying round presentation template that you can go through and understand what is the requirement for our phase 1, and again start working on it. So moving on to complementary benefits, Swapnil.
Hey, thanks, Praveen. So I would probably at this point, I would just welcome all the teams, the captains, and as well the professors as well who supported the teams to participate. This is a great year for TIFAN, and we want to ensure that you enjoy TIFAN participating in this competition. So for you to be successful in getting your designs ready, we are also working hard on getting you some complementary benefits where you can leverage the tools or any education methods which we'll be providing you in your designs, and hopefully that helps you to better come up with the best design for your prototype. So at this point, before we move on, this all complementary benefits, nothing comes for free. So at this point, I would really like to thank our sponsors and educational providers who will be walking you through with the different aids in form of educational webinars or even some tools which will be given with the sign up of registration with the SAET fund. As I mentioned, some of the tools which will be provided by our sponsors, and then webinars will be also provided through some educational providers who are we getting in touch with. At the same time, we have also planned for some internal seminars and webinars as well, which the rulebook team will periodically deliver to you. At the same time, we also have some dedicated support available for whatever tools you'll be getting free licenses for. You would also be getting a dedicated support for any utilization of those licenses. So feel free, if you are learning or if you are using the particular licenses or tools for the first time, please do let us know, and we'll get you there to fully support you the best manner we can. There is also a bunch of things which is readily available from the respective websites of our tools which we'll be offering to you. So best utilize it. Again, TIFAN is just one part, but if you start learning it and take this as an opportunity to grow, there is a lot of material is available for you. Without much ado, we also have our sponsors who will be offering these free editions of licensing or tools to you are available on the call as well. So I would maybe ask, do we have MathWorks team present on the call? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. Aisha, could you just unmute for a second, everyone, so that the name of the person is Arvind Singh.
Sure, sir, sure.
I'm audible. Swapnil, I'll just take a moment. Swapnil, just give me a sign that you're able to listen.
Can you for a second just mute everyone and then just unmute Arvind?
Yes, sir.
Asha, mute everyone, mute
Sure, sir.
Arvind.
Mute everybody.
Hello. Hello, am I audible, Swapnil?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah, I just would like to take 2 minutes. What I understand that you have been guided, there is a phases through which your project will go, and the very important phase is the design phase. So as a representative from MathWorks and as a part of a technology sponsorship, what would I would like to offer is that we would be helping you with the software that you can utilize for say testing your idea and then simulating it on the virtual world before even going to the hardware level. This will help you to do much more tweaking, much more testing of your ideas. That is what you are going to develop in TIFAN. So what we're going to do is that we will help you to equip with the knowledge of the software where you can utilize these resources which are available in these links. You can understand what is MATLAB, what is Simulink, how you can do virtual simulation, and how you can utilize it for your idea testing. Secondly, once you are equipped with the knowledge of the MathWorks, we'll also give you trial licenses of the software where you can do a hands-on completely and develop your idea. And again, we would be happy to support with you with any question that you have that you want to understand, where you feel that, okay, some more hand-holding is required. We are available for your help. I think that is all what I have to offer to you, and looking forward for a interactive interaction with all the team participating team, and welcome to TIFAN. Thank you.
Thank you, Swapnil. Hope I can talk now. Okay. Thank you all, Swapnil ji, for facilitating this interaction with the team members. As part of sponsorship from Altair, we would like to offer commercial grade license to each participating team. Okay. Only you need to have is academic email address. That means issued by your college, or any of your professors can apply on behalf of you, and we can issue the license to that particular college. We can issue academic lab license to the entire college itself. Okay, if you have 30 systems in your college, so we can issue license to those 30 systems as well. And we have a contest on optimization, which is Altair Global Student Contest. So wherein you have to use our software solutions for optimization purpose on the TIFAN vehicle whichever you're building. Any first 20 teams who are participating in this event, okay, by submitting the model files and the result files, will be eligible to get 10,000 rupees sponsorship by default. And if you win in the competition, every month we issue $750 as a prize money. So you can approximately win 60,000 rupees every month. Okay. More number of people means more probability of winning. And from the winners, we'll be picking one winner and we'll be giving $7,500 as a yearly prize. So this is a great opportunity to use this particular platform as monetary sponsorship purpose. At the same time, when we are treating, we are really giving you commercial grade license, we'll be treating you as a customer, and because of which you can attend the customer training directly online happening. Our domain experts will be available to train the students on this particular segment. And dedicated team by name Vikram and Dharmadeja, both are available. Their contact numbers are there in the display. They'll be available for you for any kind of support activities that you are getting on day-to-day job. So we're going to help you. Yes. Coming back to one more thing, very important thing is this is going to help the industry who are connected to us. That's why we have an industry outreach portal. So any student who gets certification from Altair University portal will be invited to participate in this particular portal, and your resume will be what you call available for these recruiters for placement. At the same time, when we come to TIFAN event physically, it may happen next year, May or June month, whichever the date. During that time, we will be taking at least 20 students for the internship program for Altair. Basically, in internship, it's a project-based learning. We want to work with each student who is interested, help his passion by giving a project work to them so that he can build the competency in that respective area. As you know, in the physics, there are multiple areas are there for which you want to build the competency. It could be multi-body dynamics, structural simulation, optimization. So we want to help in this particular domain expertise. Next slide, please. So this is the industry outreach portal initiatives. So I'll be helping you on this stuff to invite the students who are participating in the certification courses. Next slide, please. And these are list of projects available for you to get explore, or you can work independently on this particular project. Next slide, please. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesha sir. Appreciate for all the offerings from Altair. Hopefully, it will be useful for the students. Yeah, next we have Sandeep from Trace Asia, and I would request Sandeep if you can give a little overview.
Ankar sir, you're there? Aisha, can you just check?
Yes, sir. Sandeep sir is here, so I have unmuted him.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible.
Actually, I could not unmute myself. So, good evening, all, and thanks for giving this opportunity to speak to all. Basically, this is a methodology which is termed as Theory of Inventive Problem Solving. This is a Russian acronym, TRIZ. In simple English, it is Theory of Inventive Problem Solving. Now, this theory has actually been involved through the knowledge of patents. So that is why, like, whenever we work on to that, we think in a different perspective, and that is what I would like to share with the students and faculty members as well as the industries which will be participating in this or associated with this TIFAN, and which is one of the very coveted kind of a competition. Not only a competition, it is a mentoring as well, and that is the best part of it. And just to give you a brief introduction of this, as I mentioned, this is a method which has been practiced by most of the MNCs all across the world. And unfortunately, people in India do not know much, and education at least is not having much of like exposure to it. And that is why we have actually started one chapter, that is a TRIS chapter, and through which we are looking for supporting two students. And to quickly go through the slide which Swapnil has shared. So while we will be having a webinar, I'll try to take care of the perils of psychological inertia. This is something like a mental inertia which we have, and which is actually the saddest part of mental inertia is that it is not visible, and people like need a lot of efforts to overcome it. With three simple tools, we will be able to do it. MATCAM IB is basically an acronym which helps to generate the different ideas. Actually, what happens whenever we think in our domain, and we have a limited exposure. So with the help of this tool, we will be able to think beyond that, and we will be able to generate more and more ideas. Next point is like ability to see links between phenomena and objects. So again, there are many things, many hidden things in the universe. One of the definition of the TRIZ is that someone somewhere has already solved your problem. That means if there are many problems in universe, many of them do have their solutions. What we need to do is we need to relate our problem with one of those problems which has got already solution. So in the relation we relate our problem to that solved problem, which is at an abstract level. In the same relationship, we will be able to get the solution from the solution which is already there for that solved problem. And that is how we say that we at times do not need to invent, we just need to adapt the solutions. Looking at the ability to think analogically, again, there are many things, as I mentioned, these tools helps us out in thinking in analogy. If in one domain a problem is solved in a particular way, so it can be solved in another domain also. And for that, what we need to do is we need to understand the functions properly. So at times, what we have done is we have solved an engineering problem from an industry which is the process industry. So this seems like very difficult to think about that industry which has to do nothing with the industry in which we are working. We do have some tools, and from this analogy, we can be able to find the solutions. Then ability to fantasize. So right now we have limited time. I'll not go in deep of all these things. Multi-screen method is one again method in which we understand our problem better, and this gives us a multiple views of looking at a problem and looking at the system which we are attempting to improve. And finally, we have one of the best methods for product innovation, and we do have a perfect roadmap for that. It is not like an intuition someone invents. There is a systematic method, and TRIZ is all about that. TRIZ is a systematic way of solving problems and systematic way of doing the invention. And we, with the help of our parent organization, we have developed stage gate process, and it is one of the processes wherein we start from not ideation, we start from understanding our problem and taking it to the substantiation and even implementation of this. So this is all about what we'll be covering in our webinars, and I'm looking forward to interact with the brightest mind and who are really like ventured themselves to.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Sandeep sir. I think these are really nice techniques, and hopefully the students get the benefit of it, and they apply to the engineering problem they'll be dealing with in the next 8 months. So thanks, Sandeep sir. Moving on, I think I would also want to point out that we are also still working on to connect with more sponsors. So if there will be chances of any additional resources coming to you once we finalize our association with our sponsors, we will definitely convey that to you through our communication team. So right now at this point, we will get the Altair license work started, and Aisha will communicate with you on the process of how you would get the licensing and all the next steps to be followed for both the MathWorks and Altair licensing. So here I'll stop. Ajay will like to cover the mentors side of it. Thanks.
Okay. So I think this slide talks about the overall mentor-mentee relationship and how the overall connect process would work. So you can see teams who have done the full registrations with TIFAN, SA TIFAN. So Aisha is our single point contact. So there are 28 to 30 teams which have done the full membership. What we are doing is we already assigned the mentors to them. So maybe you can check out your emails in case you have not got it. So you can get back and write to TIFAN ID, which we have shown earlier. We'll also encourage all the teams to complete full session and start getting mentorship from industry experts. Reach out to your mentors and get their guidance to build your machines. So request would be to set up a WhatsApp group with you, your team, vice captain, captain, mentor, and as well as your professor. And as mentioned above, the mentors will be your first point of contact for all activities and all discussions and all questions. And we'll encourage you as per you and as per the mentor's time availability. You can have set up your weekly or bi-weekly progress updates and connect with the mentors. Yeah, I'll take this. So basically, team, these slides talk about the do's and don'ts, what you are saying. So what we are looking for is to ensure all team members contribute equally. It's a great platform to learn and execute and innovate. Do adhere to the rule book. That will be the most important thing. I think it is already there in our SA TIFAN site. Do follow all the timelines. That will be most important and definitely for your knowledge. And we'll try to attend all the workshops and seminars. What we are trying to do, we'll have a live workshop and seminars and we'll also record it. But it's always beneficial to attend the live sessions. And do bring innovation and creativity. That's most important, both in virtual as well as in the physical rounds. So the don'ts, I think don't try to copy existing market design. As you know, we'll be knowing everything about this. Soumya, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, can you mute Soumya? Yeah, and do not take any external consultants help to get work done. This is for you team, for your own learning. We can create this equipment in our factories, but definitely what we are looking for is how we can have an innovative solution. That's why we are given this challenge to the brightest minds for India. Don't assume any parameter in design. If not mentioned rule book, I think the mentors are the right person to connect. And definitely we have one WhatsApp group for all the captains and vice captain. You can always put your query there. There is an email ID. You can send out an email to us. So there are multiple channels which you can leverage to resolve. So only thing is don't assume, ask, and then take action. So Aisha, you would like to take over? And then we'll take a Q&A after this.
Yes, sir. Our membership team will present it, sir.
Yeah. So maybe you will.
Yes. Good evening, all. Myself, Shiny. So I'm from my Saeindia membership team. So I'm going to explain about Saeindia membership and its benefits for student members. So basically, we used to conduct student competitions and webinars for student members. Most of them are aware of our main competitions, Baha, Supra, TIFAN, Epicycle and all. We have other webinars too and individual student competitions. You can always refer our website saindia.org to view and register for the current events. We do conduct career start, aero design, drone challenge, aerothon, aero design challenge, bicycle competition, tractor designing competitions, etc. So students are requested to visit our website and follow our social media pages to get regular updates. And also we provide SA International account for those who are registering with us. Like for the SA India membership covers SA International membership. So you'll be given access to SA India, SA International MyTech Zone. Through that, you can attend webinars, free certificate courses. Free certificate courses offered by SA International. There is a certain limit of courses that you can attend for free, and for some courses you need to pay as a member with a member discount. To sign up for SA India, you need to log on to our website www.saindia.org. There you can choose your type of membership. Either it can be annual or +1 membership. +1 membership is nothing but a professional membership. After you're completing your graduation, you'll be given with 1 year of professional membership that you can continue. Yeah.
Shani, you're done?
Yes, sir. I'm done with my. So we'll post our registration link and whatever queries you have, you can always write to us. We'll post our contact numbers and email IDs. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think with this we finishes our content. Now the floor is open for questions, please. So maybe you can, I think Aisha, can you see who is raising their hands, and then you can unmute them.
Sure, sir. Sir, actually we have received 2 questions. I'll share my screen, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Or maybe start putting in the chat. That will be easy, team, as we have almost 200 plus numbers. And if you unmute everyone, it will be a chaos.
Yes, sir. These 2 questions we have received in the chat box.
Yeah, I think first one is answered. It's all autonomous.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the question is design submission last date.
I think those dates will be displayed in the SA TIFAN site and will be communicated team. So currently we have it's in month, let's say December or like this, but the exact dates will be definitely communicated on the SA TIFAN web page.
So the next question is when will mentors allotted for the teams?
So all the teams which have done the full registration with SA TIFAN, that is Aisha, the mentors are already allotted. So I think you did pre-registration, and then there's a next step when you have to submit the complete team and the complete registration fees. So all those who have done that, we already assigned the mentors. Just check your email. Additionally, we have the other benefits also will start coming to those 30 teams.
So the next question is the membership is compulsory for all team members? Yes.
Yes, Aisha responded.
I think there is also one more question. Does the weights of the wheels be considered in the overall weight of the attachment? So the answer is yes.
Maybe Aisha, if you can read through the questions, it will be easy. Otherwise, we'll miss something.
Sure, sir. Sure. So next question is, should we take the design or you will give a design?
It is your own design. That's why you have to innovate.
Okay. So next question is, if the team is registered and that team is not planning to attend, from Enter, sir.
Again, can you repeat the question?
If the team is registered and the team is not planning to attend,
You're saying pre-registration. So the team is pre-registered and doesn't want to go for registration, I think you can send out an email to SAT Fund.
Does the weight of the wheels will be considered in the overall weight of the attachment?
Yes.
Last date of full registrations.
I would say if you want faster sponsorship support and the other certificates and licenses which we are going to provide, and the mentorship support from industry experts as soon as possible. So if date wise, it could be 30th of September.
Next question is mentorship for Saeindia membership is mandatory for mentors also?
No.
Okay. How we get the basic information about the mechanism?
So I can take this. So the mechanism should be completely novel from your point of view. That's why we have thrown this challenge. We have just given the basic requirement that mechanism need to perform. So the only thing which teams can do, they can study the existing mechanisms, how they are working for a specific type of crop or vegetable, and they can try to benchmark that type of design for the challenge which we have thrown for the tomato, brinjal, and chili saplings.
Go ahead, Aisha.
Farmer is mandatory for the competition.
It's not mandatory, it's advisable. It helps to understand the requirements, but not mandatory for the part of the team.
The next question is the zigzag transplanting allowed?
Zigzag transplanting.
So we have some rules mentioned in our rule book regarding the row spacing and plant spacing. As far as your mechanism follows those rule book guideline for dynamic round, it is allowed.
Raj, I think we left some questions.
Yes, sir. Can we add members after registering the team if the slots are empty?
13th of September, the time when you can play with the name list. After that, we like to make it stable.
Yes, sir. We can use any design software for designing.
Yeah, totally depends on the team and availability of the software.
Can we get tentative timetable for all the events?
It's flowed. Basically, this slide deck, it was there. We'll be placing this slide deck in the SAT Fund page. You can access it anytime. So I think one of my team member already showed the month-wise split, what and when will happen. But the dates, exact dates, will come up soon.
Yep, we can share the month. So we'll be providing 3 months for you to work on your design and be prepared for our phase 1 qualifying rounds. That will be happening on first week of January as per the latest timeline. And then by May or June, there'll be a physical round for all those qualified teams.
Next question is phase 1 on offline or online?
As per today's status, the phase 1 will be virtual. We are still trying to understand if we can do it offline, but it will be virtual for now.
Next question is cost of production limit.
There is no limit for the machine. You can spend as much as money in your implement, but we do have a cost presentation and cost award.
I think that is the reason we are looking for a contribution from the farmer. Well, let's say if you make this machine 3 lakh rupees, will the farmer will buy or they will use it. So accordingly, that input from the customer, we will be using this will be most important. So from our side, there's no limit. but there is a award on the best cost team and equipment. Accordingly, you have to work. And there are some things in rule book as well as in the cost presentation, which you can refer.
Next question is, can we edit details of members after registration at the event site?
No.
Chases material is not defined in the rule book.
Yeah, so we haven't defined any specific material. It's completely based on the mechanism which you are designing or for which weight criteria you are targeting. But the minimum requirement we have defined is of the thickness and the minimum bending stiffness.
Okay, sir. Next question is, have to design the attachment or whole vehicle?
Attachment. It's about attachment. So we don't need engine, we don't need transmission. It is a tractor pulled equipment which this whole theme is about.
Even for farmers, Saeindia membership is mandatory.
No.
Should we can apply hydraulic cylinder pistons in the robotic hand?
Yes, you are allowed to use any automation, but make sure the battery specification which we have given, it should be operable on those specifications.
Next question is, standard dimension provided in the rule book is mandatory for implementation and mechanism?
Yes, so the dimensions which we have provided are the standard dimension based on the Indian tractors, which mostly farmers are using, and most of the implements are having those standard dimension. So in that we took care of the turn when a farmer needs to make from going from one row to other row or to transport that vehicle on the roads and from visual points of view. So yeah, we have to follow the given dimensions.
Next question is, can we use mulching paper?
For?
That's
The
it, sir.
question is
Actually,
not
question is
clear.
Maybe whosoever has put it, if you can put the reason why we are looking for, we can respond to that next.
Is the depth of plantation needs to be uniform?
Yes, no, both. For dynamic round, we have different evaluation criteria. At what spacing that you are planting your saplings, how much depth you're planting a sapling inside, and so there are different evaluations. So judges will take a note of the sapling, how much depth they have inside the ground, whether those are properly inserted into the ground, whether they have firm strength from the soil or not. So again, there's a subjective part, and there'll be a jury at the dynamic round or dynamic round at field side. They'll be evaluating your planting.
And coming back to that question of mulching paper, I think we haven't mentioned anything about the mulching paper, but yeah, we are open to any added utility if you want to add based on the region, but make sure the basic functions which are required that needs to be performed properly.
Next question is, rule book, all dimensions can be changing as per requirement or not?
So the main objective of the rule book is to for you is to comply each and every requirement that is there in the rule book when you create a design or when you create a physical prototype of the implement. So there will be two different technical evaluation check will be done, one at college level, another will be at physical event. There'll be jury who will be evaluating your vehicle, what is there in the rule book, and whether your implement comply with the rule book or not. So yes, your implement all design criteria should be as per the rule book or as per the requirement or specification that is mentioned in the rule book.
Next question is, can we use external design subparts required for the attachment like speed reduction gearbox or else?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Next question is, should we can use hydraulic or pneumatic system in the mechanism?
Yes, so if you read our rule book, hydraulic, pneumatic, electric motors, you feel free to use it, but make sure any subsystem or any other storing device that you use in your implement, it should comply with the rule book or specification mentioned in the rule book.
One question from mentor. Actually, the mentor question is, I have been assigned to a particular team. When I tried to contact the captain, he told me that due to non-availability of his member, he will not participate in the event. So now, what is a mentor I need to do?
Swarna, maybe you can connect with Soumya and Arun, and they will understand, I think, what's going on there. Okay.
Sir, actually, the team will not participate because he doesn't have the team members, sir.
No, I am telling Swarna has put it that. So I'm asking Swarna to connect with the mental relationship person. So it's Soumya and Arun.
Sure. Okay. Next question is, what is the role of a mentor in this competition? How will they assist the team?
So we have assigned mentor, as TIFAN might be a new event for most of the team members. So mentor would be a technical guide for you wherever you need any kind of help in understanding of the rulebook, understanding of the TIFAN event, understanding any kind of technical aspect of the implement. They will really be there for you to help. Although they won't be directly helping you in your design, but they will be there to guide you towards a proper solution. And how will they assess the team? Mentors can have a regular update from the team via call or via video call, maybe in a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis. And if there's a challenge that needs to be taken care of, they could be a bridge between team and the OC members.
Next question is, can we use a 48-volt battery?
No. So if you see a rule book, 12 volt 88 ampere hour is mentioned as a nominal requirement. So you can't use a 44 volt battery.
Next question is there any tolerance to the specification of the tray design?
Sorry, I'm still not able to
The
understand
tray
the question.
design would be standard, I think, because what is happening is the sapling in the tray, which will be giving at the site. So I think there is a specified size which is given in the rule book. And if the tolerance is not there, we'll see.
So we'll be sharing the exact dimensions before the physical event regarding the sapling tray that will be provided at the event site.
Next question is about membership. Saeindia. Yes, all the students in the team should have the membership of Saeindia.
Yes.
So next question is a different domains of team member is compulsory?
It's beneficial, not compulsory. If you have somebody from IT, CS, electronics, those are team members which will help you for the automation part. Definitely mechanical teams are required, but it's not mandatory from our side.
Can we use ready-made robotic arm?
Yes, as long as it meets the requirement or specification.
Yes, sir. Next question is, how should be the phase 1 presentation? What all we have to include?
So we have a template, a ready template that will be shared on our SE Tifan Students Corner page. It includes machine technical specification, different subsystem design, be it digging, soil covering, planting, pickup. It also includes some slides on your cost, your weight, how your team is, what are the different team members that you have, their roles and responsibilities, including DVP and DFMEA. So the template will be available by end of next week that you can go through.
Yes, sir. The next question is, can we use tractor shaft for the source of the power in the planter?
Yes, so we have given both the option, like either you can have the power from the tractor power takeoff unit shaft, or you can take the power to run the mechanism through ground wheel. So both are allowed.
Yes. Next question is about editing the members' team details in their team. So please contact me before 30th September. So next question is, do we have to make an automatic system which stop the mechanism while turning?
So the mechanism, either it is going to be from the power takeoff unit or from the ground wheel. So whenever a tractor takes turn, it usually pick the mechanism above the ground. So it should not be working while that duration. So if you are making it completely automatic, make sure it cut off as soon as the tractor took the implement above the ground.
Yes. So next question is, what should be the minimum capacity of tray loading at one time?
So tray means sapling tray.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is 98 saplings will be there most probably in one tray, and the specification of that tray is mentioned in the rule book. Those specification contains the outer size of the tray, how many cups are there, what is the diameter of the cup.
So next question is, when will be the phase 1? Sir,
Phase one is starting in month of December and January.
Okay. Sir, the next question is the sapling tray is compulsory?
Yes. The sapling tray will be given by us during the event.
Okay, so next question is about the membership. Team, in case if you don't have a membership as of now, please get a membership before 30th September. And then please update your Excel sheet and send it to me back. That mail ID is tiffan@saeindia.org or digitalconnect@saeindia.org. In case if you have any constraints in the membership, so please contact me. So next question is, are we free to select any combination of row to row and plan to plan distance as given 9 combinations in the rule book?
So answer to this question, like the various combination is given because we have to make it multi-vegetable transplanter basically. So definitely your implement should be compatible for all the combination which have been provided. But one thing is there, like 2 to 3 weeks prior, we'll let you know that which saplings we are going to provide you. So accordingly, you can set your transplanter mechanism that if it is for the chili, brinjal, or tomato.
Okay, so next question is SA India membership is compulsory for mentor and farmer? No. Yes. Next question is, what are the specific vegetables should be handled by the transplanter? So the question is, what are the specific vegetables should be handled by the transplanter?
Okay, so we have mentioned 3 vegetables for now, that is tomato, chili, and brinjal. So your mechanism should be compatible with all these 3 vegetables. And which vegetable saplings we will be providing, that will let you know 2 or 3 weeks prior to the physical event.
Okay. So one question is we have received again. Is different domains of team members compulsory?
No, as I said, it's always beneficial to have a diverse group of students coming from a different domains. But in case there's no availability, we can continue to have mechanical or whichever domain you have.
Okay. One question. One question from the student, that is who's a new for TIFAN, Saeindia TIFAN. We are new to Saeindia TIFAN, so don't how to go forth. Just pre-registered. What are the steps to be done next? Please contact me for the further registration process.
Once the registration is done, you will be assigned a mentor, and that is the point. I think that is the person individual who will help you to take it to next step.
In case if you have completed pre-registration in TIFAN only, please contact me for the further payment process. So next question is same, sir. It's a different domains of team members compulsory.
Beneficial but not compulsory.
Sir, I have unmuted Dharmendra, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, it's unmuted.
yes, thank you, Aisha.
Okay, next question is robotics used only electrical or hydraulic?
Yes, it could be either of two. We are open for that, like based on their requirement.
Next question is when will get the uploaded rule book with the correct deadlines?
Rule book will not have a deadline. The deadlines and the timelines will be always be there on ACT front page.
And we'll be communicate every deadline prior to the event. And the tentative deadlines will be there in a week on the website.
Okay. So next question is by when should we submit our design?
So for the latest timeline of virtual round, that is in January start. So you have to submit your presentation by end of December or 20 or 25th December. That would be a timeline for submission.
Sir, I have unmuted Praveen also.
Yeah, is there. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Sir, next question is the design simulation is compulsory?
Yes, so just to make your design better, so what we are expecting that your virtual design should be as detailed as possible, and it is good if you do all the analysis, all the required analysis, that is FEA or dynamic simulation of the mechanism. So just to avoid any rework in the physical parts, it's better to do all the reworks virtually and mature your design with all the available software that you are having.
Next question is can we get a tractor with a SCB kit hydraulic input? Example.
Yes, hydraulic kit will be there and the tractor, but we are not allowing that hydraulic mechanism to be used for running the instrument. The only power which you can use it from the tractor is through PTO unit.
Is there sapling tray size fixed?
Yes, it is fixed and it is given in the rule book.
Okay, sir, I have unmuted Praveen Sharma.
That's right.
Yes,
It is
yeah.
unmuted.
Yes, okay. Next question is, we are new to Saeindia TIFAN. Please guide me that how to process what step should we follow to complete the timelines, guidelines. They need a guidelines, sir.
Yeah. So Devin, I think the Praveen showed one good slide, and the best person would be the mentor, which you have to work with. So once our registration is complete, immediately after that, you'll be assigned a mentor, and that person will guide you. Everything is in the rule book, and you can communicate through mentor. In case there are challenges, we'll have a technical team who can support you.
Sir, next question is any details or registration is filled wrong? Is there possibility to correct it? Yes, you can contact me for any updates in your registration details before 30th September. Sir, next question is, can we modify the existing planter or we have to make whole machine newly?
So yeah, it's not mandatory for the old teams to make a completely new design, but make sure whatsoever area that implement was lagging last year, that is rectified, and it should be complied with the new rule book which we have released already. So make sure you are following the latest and greatest changes which we have done. And for the virtual round also, you have to present what changes you have done from the past design to improve it further for the coming event.
So next question is, can we start a recruitment drive from SAE TIFAN from this session?
It's not planned yet.
But there is one point which I would like to add, Aisha, over here, that there won't, we are still in discussion, but definitely we are trying to have some incubators over the event, like who will be evaluating the designs of the student. And if they like the design, they can get a chance to commercialize it under their supervision.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. The next question is time will provided for setting tray on the transplanter?
Yes, so the physical evaluation is planned in such a way so that once you have placed 2 trays on the implement, I think that should be sufficient for the physical evaluation.
Okay. Can we modify the existing planter, or we have to make whole machine newly? That is new also. Last date of full registration. That is September 30th. The next question is, which tractor use on dynamic round 45 HP or 55 HP?
So I think teams do not need to worry about the horsepower of the tractor. They only need to rely on the hitch mechanism which we have mentioned. That is for the Cat 1 and Cat 2 category, because in this category tractors from 30 HP till 60 HP falls, and you just need to take care of that hitch mechanism which you are designing.
Sir. Next question is, when will we get sponsorship support from TIFAN?
Sponsorship support in sense of machine, I think that is not planned, but the sponsorship support which we have just showed from entire MathWorks, that will be started delivering to the teams once the full version is done.
Okay. So next question is, have you provide some access of design and simulation software?
I think we just said MathWorks will be providing MathWorks simulation software access to all. And Altair for analysis, for the structural analysis. We are not tied up for any modeling, but definitely I think there are numerous Creo, PT. Basically, if you go to PT site, there are student version available for download for Creo 10. And teams can do that, and that is very much enough for these kind of competitions.
Next question is, minimum limit of trays that should be loaded in the attachment at the start of the dynamic event. Can a member load the tray if the one tray is finished?
Yeah, so we have mentioned that implement should have at least sufficient space of placing the 4 trays, and if they wanted to make it bigger, they can make it bigger. But yeah, definitely. I think once you placed the trays, 2 trays, I think that would be sufficient for doing the physical evaluation which we have planned. And all those details you will find in the coming rule book, like which we are about to release in a week or two.
Yes, sir. Next question is, can we have an isolated hydraulic system on the attachment which is drawn by mechanical PTO?
Yes, that is completely allowed.
So next question is about the pay registration fees payment and complete the registration process. It is, you can do your registration and edit your team details before 30th September. That is the deadline. So next question is, what is the actual deadline to pay registration fees?
30th.
Yeah. Can we arrange the sponsors for our team?
They can.
Okay. Can we use C channels for fabrications of chassis?
Yes, we have given free hand in doing that. So they can use any type of cross section or material.
So tray exchanges after one is finished should be automated or manual.
No, the tray placement on the implement that is going to be manual. But once you have placed the trays on the implement, 4 trays are placed, and you can make it automatic. That's very good. But for now, if you are able to operate with the 2 trays in automatic mechanism, that is sufficient for us.
Okay. Swapnil sir, I have unmuted you.
Yeah, thanks, Aisha.
Yeah. Next question is what we should include in our design round in our presentation.
So a complete design template will be uploaded by 29th of September. So we have specifically made every slide for this specific design which we need. And if the students follows that, I think they will get all the required work that needs to be done.
The next question is whether the tray exchange is automatic or manual.
Like if it is within the implement, it can be automatic, but as I already mentioned, like it should be able to operate with at least 2 trays, or it should be able to finish at least 2 full trays from the implement.
Yes, sir. So next question is can we modify design after first round?
The little changes are okay, but your team has to communicate whatever changes that they are doing from phase 1 to phase 2. It should be communicated to OC, and they should get a approval from OC to move forward.
So next question is students, can we know how mature are the saplings in the tray or moisture content? Also information about the soil or land.
So I think everything is specified in the rule book. If they can download the rule book from the website and go through it, they will get all these answers. But and I can answer few of the things. So we'll be providing 3 to 4 weeks old sapling, and the dimension may vary from 15 centimeter to 25 centimeters. So your implement should be compatible of doing so. And the moisture content and the soil situation is also mentioned there, and it should be capable of like digging the hard soil, like if it is not cultivated, or even without the raised bed.
The next question is can we support our attachment with 4 wheels?
Yes, that is completely allowed, and they can even take the power through those wheels.
Yes. Next question is we have only asked to plant in 2 rows, but can we make it 3 rows if possible within a dimension?
I don't think so. Like they can design it in such a way, but the requirement what we have mentioned right now is for the 2 rays, and the bed which we are about to prepare for the physical evaluation will be for the 2 rows only. But later on, if they want to use the 3 rows, they can include that compatibility.
Okay. So next question is can we consider fertilizer spreader in machine?
Definitely, like anything apart from the basic function is an added utility. They can do as an innovation, but make sure that the basic function which we have asked, it should perform that. Like the first evaluating criteria will be the basic functionality or the working principle.
Yes, sir. Next question is can we use 2 trays at a time?
Yes, they can.
Yes, sir. That's all the questions.
So team, we still have 5 minutes. You can continue pouring your questions, queries. And it's not that this is the only time where you can ask. You have mentors, you have that Captain Connects WhatsApp group, and you have the email ID.
Can you use customized trays?
No, the trays will be provided by OC at event site. So, and the dimensions are already been captured in our rule book.
So the reason behind of providing this specific tray is Like your implement should be compatible with all types of tree which are there. Like have with the minimal adjustment in the pickup system, you should be able to perform it with different crops or different types of tree or with different distance between those saplings. So I think whatsoever pickup system you will be designing, just take care. Like you can adjust it a bit to facilitate other dimension of trees. But definitely we'll be providing the one only which we have mentioned in the rule book.
The next question is, can we know that saplings are separated from each other or not stuck with each other?
So as per rule book, we have defined the length of the sapling like from 15 centimeter to 25 centimeter. There is a possibility that some of the saplings are entangled at the top side because of leaves. I would request each team to perform the working principle at their end before coming to the physical round, just to understand whether your implement is compatible with the given range that is mentioned in our rule book.
Okay. So next question is, what will be the tractor speed at the time of dynamic evaluation?
Sorry, didn't get your question, Aisha.
Yes, sir. What will be the tractor speed at the time of dynamic evaluation?
I think it's not a limitation from our side when we are actually doing dynamic evaluation or planting. It is a limitation of your function, how your function will happen.
Yes, so team can suggest the operator that this is the running speed which will be required. Definitely will be recording the time, like how much time they are taking and planting a row.
Will our mentor visit teams in person for design check?
We are trying to understand the feasibility. Yeah, definitely. I think we have understood the need in last 5 years that there should be a physical connect. So we'll let you know, teams.
I think there's one more question that is Riya's about the 3 rows planting machine. So for the event, we are suggesting that it should be 2 rows only, but you can design it in such a way later if you want to include 3-row mechanism, you can. But for the event and to make it equal with the other teams, it should be 2 rows.
So next question is, venue of the competition?
I think it's still not decided, but definitely it will be western or southern zone of India.
Okay. Next question is, could you please list us the tractors will we be provided within the dynamic round?
So mostly the input which students are needed is from the H geometry, which we have already provided, and those category tractors will only be there. So it will be completely based on how many teams will qualify for the physical round, and after the physical round only we'll be able to decide like what all tractors or what all type of tractors will be
Virtual
providing
rounds.
for the physical rounds. Yeah, after virtual round.
Can you repeat venue of the physical round?
For now, it will be Rauri, MPKV Rauri in Maharashtra. And in case there are some changes, definitely that will be communicated to each team through AC web page, WhatsApp group, emails. So we'll be using all forums. So as we are just on time, team, so thanks for asking good questions and many questions, I would say. We try to answer most of them in case there are still some confusion where we're not able to understand your question and maybe we responded in not what you're looking for. Please continue to use our WhatsApp channel, your mentors, and definitely the email ID which we have provided. This slide deck which you have shown, it will be posted onto SAE webpage, TIFAN webpage, and you can use it. There are two more. I think dynamics test will be going to be, yes, the dynamic test, the actual working test will be going to happen in physical round. in front of judges and OC.
Yes, sir. Next question is about the recruitment process, sir. Is recruitment available for the company after phase 3 means? Can you offer the jobs if the machine is good or prize winner?
We have not planned this for now.
Yes, sir. Next question is, can we use suspension system?
Like we haven't like made any rule based on the suspension system, but yeah, no implement or tractor are using suspension system for a reason. You can search for that reason, and I think you will yourself drop that idea of using the suspension system in the implement.
Maybe I just want to add, team, what we are doing here is trying to create something for the farmer. So the more frugal, more simple it is, the more easier to actually sell your idea to somebody like a farmer. So try to make it easy, simple, and again the focus for all of us from the OC and judges will be actually the working principle. Is it working or not?
Next question is, if we prepared our transplanter fully mechanically, is it beneficial for us?
So I think they are asking this question for scoring. So we have a defined evaluation criteria for dynamic round. The working principle that matters to us and how efficient the implement work on field. Teams are free to use any kind of mechanical, hydraulic, or pneumatic devices on their system as long as their implement meets the working requirement per the TIFAN team.
So next question is, what should be the driving speed of the vehicles and plants per minute, keeping the planting accurate in dimension?
So there's no specified speed. Like it's completely based on the pickup mechanism which you are designing. Like it could be as fast as possible or as slow as possible. So it's completely in your bucket how you want to design the mechanism.
Okay, so next question is, what type of test are going to conduct in the dynamic event?
So you can watch out on the website. It is there already.
We'll be releasing a rule book by next week, which will have all those dynamic events as well as the dynamic evaluation criteria mentioned in there.
Yes, so next question is, can we design our attachment for both C81 and C82 both?
Yes, it is mandatory to have your implement compatible with both Cat1 and Cat2H system.
Can we use suspension system?
You are allowed to.
Feel free to use suspension if the design demands for it.
Fine, team. But we'll take the one last question. With this, we'll close this session. I think there was how will the sub teams within the team wanted to be divided. Again, it depends on you, the captain, vice captain, your prof. So within the team, you can have a discussion and do it.
Final question is, if the recruitment available for all domains like computer and ANDS?
So there is no recruitment activity will be happening during virtual or physical round till today. So we have not planned any activity. I think there was one more question. Can we have a dashboard on our attachment? Yes, you can have a dashboard on your attachment, but just see what you really want to do with that. Again, I will reiterate, we are making a machine for a farmer, which going forward, if everything goes fine, you would like to sell it. So if it is useful, go for it. If it doesn't solve a purpose, don't add cost to your machines. So with this team, we'll close. I would say thank you very much and most welcome for any of your further questions. As I said, there are 3 to 4 different forums which could be leveraged. The mentor would be the first one to connect with. Thanks, Aisha. Thanks for comparing the questions. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
You can
Thank you,
stop the
everyone.
recording, Aisha, also.